Hi everybody and welcome back to Banjo Kazooie. You join us just in time for us to take on the worst level in the game.
Yeah, it's great to be back here. I'll be completely honest. We had to take a short pause after the last episode, and I gotta say, like going back over what we've done so far, even in our previous game session, um, definitely. I don't know. I don't know. Like you're not contributing to the conversation. This is exactly where I was going with this. It's a bit awkward. It's slightly awkward because this is kind of new for me. I don't know.
Talking to people?
No, I've worked in call centers.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how new it is for you, honey, but it's definitely a little bit awkward, and I hope that doesn't show too much in our sessions up to now. We're trying to gain some footing, like, figure out our style, like how we're gonna do things and whatnot. Hell, we're still trying to figure out our recording setup. Like, this is very early stages of whatever it is we are trying to accomplish with this.
Yeah, but as they say, nothing ventured, nothing gained. We won't get anything done unless we actually do experiment, like you said.
Yes, and that's exactly what this is. Like, this is what the first few playthroughs that we might do might end up being. This is what it might end up being until we get better microphones, even. We just need to figure out stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to describe it.
Oh, I think you described it pretty well. The microphones we're using are actually pretty good, but it's just a combination of the fact that they're condenser microphones and also the fact that, we're doing this in a room that is not sound treated, and we don't really have a way of sound treating it.
How did you know that even though it said the toll was 2 and it made the bridge come out, if you gave it 4 more eggs, that it would come out further?
You know, I can't remember how I ended up discovering that. I've just always known that I was able to do that. This is the easiest jiggy in this place to get, by the way.
It's always easy to get jiggy with it!
I thought that joke was dead.
It's not going to die.
I'm still not using that song in any of the episodes.
I don't expect you to use the song in the episode. I'm just gonna make that reference every episode.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know how much you love it.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
And you just can't hide it.
Oh, God. Saved by the Bell. There's a flashback for me.
Where did Saved by the Bell come from?
That's what that song is from.
That song is from Saved by the Bell. Like, the first place that it was ever used was Saved by the Bell.
Yes. You never watched Saved by the Bell growing up, did you?
No, I just constantly saw that opening about wake up in the morning and I'm feeling kind of horny and I want to go out tonight. I don't know the words.
Apparently not, no. And hey, guess who's back?
Back again?
Oh, he's not coming out. That's weird. Snacker is supposed to... There he is. He was so polite to just wait and...
Did you just kiss him, or like did you lose HP from that?
No, I attacked him. Like that. You attack him and it just stuns him for a second. It still makes the you got chomped sound, but you don't lose hit points for it.
Oh, I think I was noticing like you're losing swimmability points.
Air, you mean? Oxygen?
You're on the surface. How are you losing air?
That is the first thing that makes this world so difficult.
Oh.
Yes.
Because the water's polluted.
Yes, it is so polluted that, and that was very mean. The water is so polluted that not only do you lose air on the surface of the water, you also lose air
On the surface?
you lose air twice as fast when you are when you're under the water. So diving under the water is not recommended, at least not for long periods of time here, even though they force me to do it when I go in and out of places.
Okay. And what I was gonna say, like when you said "Guess who's back," I was like at that awkward silence. I'm just like, are we waiting for like a Slim Shady reference here, or like what's going on? And then you're just like, oh, he's not coming out. I'm like, oh, something was supposed to happen.
Yes. I was anticipating getting chased by a shark right away, but no, he decided to be polite and let me grab the Jinjo first, which that was really weird. He usually spawns in as soon as you jump down there. Whoops. And I think I gotta go back in there because I've got to get into that warehouse there, and the only way is a hole down underneath.
Swell.
Yep. I hate this world so much.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm not as kooky as usual. Basically, I was super excited for this session yesterday.
There's the hole.
And like just the build
There
up
it
to the session has left me slightly exhausted, if that's weird, if that weirdly makes sense.
You essentially wore yourself out just by anticipating you were going to wear yourself out.
Kinda, like in a way, yes. I'm sure some people can relate to that somehow.
If you can relate to that, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Sweetie.
What?
Really? That's where we're gonna plug that in?
That's what YouTube wants. It wants us to do things like that because it is a cruel, cruel mistress.
I wish I could have made a joke about that lifesaver before it disappeared, but I'm just like, so out of it, like, I think the joke that my brain came up with is like, okay, brain, in a split second, this is my brain process. Okay, brain, there's a lifesaver there. How can we turn that in a joke related to the conversation at hand here? And my brain is like, how about this one? Geez, YouTube, throw me a lifesaver here. I'm like, really? Really? That's what you got? I mean, how about throw me a ring? Because it's like ring shaped? And I'm just like, you're making it worse, brain. You're making it worse.
Yeah, you really are on your game today. This is gonna be great.
Yes, this is a great way to finish this game. Like, taking the awkwardness up to 11 because I'm tired. I'm not even that special kind of tired that I get when I eat too much food, where I get, like, weirdly drunk. You've seen me at that game.
Yes, I have. It's great for Discord conversations.
Yeah, like, fun fact about me, my body doesn't work like other people's bodies. It's super fun. When I don't drink alcohol, so I don't get drunk. But when I eat too much food, I get this kind of weird food drunk. Like, I get, like, really tired and something that I can only attribute to sounding like I'm drunk with the way that I behave. All of my friends found it quite entertaining.
Yeah, and that's how we all discovered that she is a very cuddly drunk. No, go away.
I am. Like, just everybody, even freaking Kyle. I'm just like, Kyle, shh, Kyle. You are my best friend, and I love you. You are amazing, and don't let anybody ever tell you any different. Just, like, got, like, super personal and intimate with literally everyone.
Not to the point where it got creepy awkward, at the very least. You were actually very respectful of people's boundaries.
I'm not a sexy drunk. I'm a cuddly drunk, like you said.
Yes.
I'm really nice, like extra nice. Like more nice than I normally am. Whereas I'm normally kind of like reserved and keep to myself even in conversations half the time.
Which is why it was a great idea to start doing Let's Plays.
When I'm that special kind of drunk, it's just like really like everything, the first thing that I think of just comes out of my mouth in a good way.
In the best way.
Yeah.
Really hope that wind doesn't pick up on the capture. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, because not like the first session we had a plane go overhead and that didn't pick up. I was really worried that it would.
Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't. God, that box really wants you. It's like, come here, come here, come on!
And he still got me.
That one.
Man, he was just not interested in anything.
It's just like, okay, well, this is happening.
Wow, that's never happened before either. So many interesting things happening in this playthrough.
It's like, oh my god, there's a guy! Explode!
Yeah, this is something weird that they kept from the N64 version. When you stop playing and restart, your lives reset to the default 4.
Oh, that's fun. I love that these games, these kinds of games do that. They do that in Conker's Bad Fur Day, too.
Right, yeah.
It annoys me so much, and I have to go all the way back to where the haystacks are or whatever, and get a new 10 count.
Oh yeah, I forgot that there was a 10 up in that game that you could grab.
Yeah, and like,
Which you kind of needed near the end of the game, because that game got kind of intense.
yeah, like the ending level of the game, it's really cool and fun, but at the same time, it's surprisingly hard.
I really wish Rare would make... I'm sure that everybody's heard this a dozen times by now from a lot of different sources, but I would love to see what they had planned for that Conker's Bad Fur Day sequel.
Yeah, but you remember when they came out with that game where you make your own games or whatever?
Yeah, and they put Conker in there and basically said, guess we'll have to make our own game. You, Internet.
Yeah, like, seriously, did they think that people would be like, yeah, let's make our own Conker game. This is a great idea.
Which I believe Project Spark was already on its last legs, because nobody even talks about that anymore.
Yeah, Project Spark was the first one to kind of do that sort of thing, right?
I believe so, yeah. It was basically like a design your own game sort of game.
Yeah, and I'm not counting RPG Maker in this regard, because RPG Maker that's its own thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Project Spark.
I don't even know if the servers are still up for that. Like, it was so super... like, everything just went quiet around that.
What was the game that the Conker was a part of? Was that part of Project Spark?
Yeah, it was an asset update for Project Spark so that you could put Conker and a bunch of other things into the games that you designed. And also, the redesign for Conker is ugly as sin, by the way.
Yeah, I vaguely recall that. I have that tucked away in the vault somewhere in my mind. So I don't even remember what he looks like, thank God. You know, we shouldn't be talking about how terrible Rare is nowadays. We should be talking about this game. We should be talking about pollution not being the solution.
We're not playing Mario Sunshine, Mitty.
I thought I was making a reference to Captain Planet.
I'm sure that you were, yes, but I wanted to take it in a different direction, so I did.
Did you know that Captain Great job, hun.
Shut up, stupid camera. I'm blaming the camera on that one.
Did you know that Captain Planet was in an episode of OKKO?
Well, now they do.
Yeah, it was. OKKO makes lots of interesting references.
Yeah, I think in the last session we did mention that we watched the crossover episode, which was really, really good. And then they also had the crossover with Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School minus Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, but they did reference him, like, remember that one guy with the Great Dane? Oh, yeah!
Yeah, that was actually pretty funny. And not gonna lie, as terrible as it is, I love Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School. It's one of my favorite Scooby-Doo movies.
Same here. I wish that they would have done more with the Ghoul School, which is why that was so fun. I mean, I wasn't too much of a fan of the new voice that they gave Winnie Werewolf, but it was still good to see the Ghoul School.
Yeah.
And another reference that they made that I personally enjoyed was to the guy who makes OKKO. He used to make a webcomic called RPG World.
Mm-hmm.
It was a parody of,
Was that the one that ended right at the passageway to the final boss or something like that?
Yes, it was. It went on a hiatus, and shortly afterwards that became a permanent hiatus. Like, he did like this short little side thing featuring a character that everybody loved, but he killed off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, soon after she joined the group and everything. I don't think it was soon after. It was just upsetting. I remember it being really upsetting. And they kind of used that to poke fun at a few more aspects of RPGs. But yeah, once they finally got to, like, it wasn't even the passageway to the final boss. I'll be completely honest, I remember they were at the final boss. They were literally about to fight him, and they made a joke on the last page to this comic. He's like, "You, the combination of the three races, are destined to defeat me." And then the little monster rapper boy, along with the Dracobo and the Moogle parody, they're just like, "You mean us?" And he's like, "No, why would you even say that?" Because they were side characters that, like, played no role in the story, like half of the characters from Final Fantasy IX.
Mm-hmm. Boy, that's going to trigger somebody. But at the moment right now, I'm just from everything that you said, I'm just anticipating most of the comments of this video just being is pronounced hiatus. Because people on the internet love to do that. They love to correct people's grammar and word choice and whatnot.
It's pronounced tomato.
Hello. Goodbye.
Actually, tomatoes are a fruit. What are you doing?
I just like making them pop in. 312111. Remember that.
312111.
Yep, we're gonna need that for a jiggy in a little bit.
312111 312112156789101112.
That's not how the pie song goes.
I wasn't trying. Was I referencing the pie song?
That's what it sounded like to me. The one where it's just a bunch of women singing the sequence of Pi over and over.
I guess that was the one that I was referencing, but for some reason it was playing out in my head like the Pentatonix' Daft Punk mashup. Buy it, use it, break it.
Buy it, use it, break it, fix it, change it, fade it, now upgrade it.
They don't quite sing in like that nasally of a voice.
Well, I do, so...
Oh, speaking of nasally voices, we should definitely do Sly Cooper sometime.
That just reminded you of Bentley?
Yes, and how... I'll say it. Like, when I was initially practicing my girl voice, which I'm not talking in my girl voice right now because I'm not great at it.
Well, I mean, you haven't even No, I shouldn't go there. That's a personal thing, and
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, my attempts at trying to sound like a girl. Apparently, my initial attempts made me sound like Bentley from Sly Cooper.
just slightly.
Even if it was slyly, um, you, you wouldn't shut up about it. You even like imitated the voice of Bentley to tease me about it.
I thought it was funny.
I didn't think that it was funny. I was upset because I was trying to sound like a girl, not a nasally nerd turtle.
Did I go down here already? No, I did not. Go away.
Oh no, the TNT boxes, they've come to life. Crash Bandicoot, why have you betrayed me?
Betrayed me?
Betrayed me. It's like, I don't know. Like, what is the combination of that even?
I do not know at all.
I'm sorry, Internet.
But going back to Sly Cooper, yeah, I'm pretty sure we already have that on the list somewhere.
Yeah, it's definitely... That one just exploded when you touched it.
Yep. They're very volatile.
But, yeah, we've got a lot of games that are on our list. Like, I get to choose the next game that we play, and I'm still a little on the fence about it. Like, I could choose the Insane Trilogy, Senran Kagura Estival Versus.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I'm leaning a little bit towards that just because... because why not? Let's make all the people that are living in areas where it's suddenly getting as cold as where we live have one last final beach-like hurrah with lots of attractive ninja women cutting off each other's clothes.
Well, it's already kind of late for that. I mean, we're, not to date this LP, but we are already near the end of October.
Yeah. Why did 2 belch?
It didn't. It was another horn sound.
No, it wasn't. It was a...
No, it was a... It was like a foghorn.
Do it again.
I don't think I can after I've already gotten the jiggy, can I? Yeah, that's an awooga, not a fart.
Not a fart, a belch. It sounds like a belch.
No, it does not.
It does.
It's an awooga.
It is not an ooga.
Yes, it is.
Ooga. Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me.
And content ID. You just sound too much like it.
Way to cut me off there.
Well, I thought you were setting up for that joke.
I wasn't. I actually like that song.
I'm not saying I don't like the song. I was just making a joke about how broken the copyright system on YouTube is. Because it always comes back to that.
We need some conversation topics.
Yes, we do. If you have any conversation topics for us, please like, comment, and subscribe to this video.
Stop that. It doesn't work.
Why not?
Because it doesn't make sense.
Oh, I hate this one. Okay.
I hate your witch face.
My resting witch face?
Yeah, look at it over there.
Well, get used to seeing that. This is a very, very difficult witch switch to actually get to. You have to jump, like, at the perfect angle to get to that. So, if this takes us a long time, editor, please just, actually, you know what? We're going to end the episode here, because we're already, like, 25 minutes in.
Oh god, are you really going to let an episode be 25 minutes long?
We have episodes from before that are like 30 minutes long.
Really?
Yes. Wow, you don't pay attention during these things. You just
Sweetie,
completely zone
I can't
out.
read those things. And I know that our sessions are long, but I thought that you were going to break them up more sparingly than that.
Why would I do that?
Why wouldn't you do that?
Because.
So the people at home, they get to listen to us just talk like awkwardly and incessantly for half an hour straight.
Yes.
Because that's what they want.
And the only reason I'm breaking it up here is because these last two worlds are really long, and I don't want episodes to run for an hour long. I think that would be a bit excessive.
Well, I didn't expect the episode to be the entire world in this instance.
Okay, bye everybody.
Fine, we'll end the episode there.
And when we come back, I will be next to the witch switch. I'm not putting you all through my multiple attempts to try and get to that. So, bye-bye.
Bye.